Hi again, it's Carmen here, and my mom is with me again. This is our final day this week for getting the most out of your Plexus products. We have two final points to wrap up this week. Number one is accountability. It's proven that anytime you start a healthy habit change, you are so much more likely to be successful when you have an accountability team. Okay, and we're talking like one or two people, not an army of people. And that goes with working out, eating right, taking supplements. Accountability equals consistency. Consistency equals results, period. The second thing that we're going to talk about is cost. So first of all, let's talk about accountability. And who are these accountability people? Well, I would be very surprised if you have anybody in your life that can't use Plexus. Everywhere I go, people are talking about, there's moms talking about low energy, people talking about their sugar cravings. Autoimmune issues are everywhere. Trust me, you guys have people in your life that need Plexus. If you don't, consider yourselves very, 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 very lucky. Your results are, what Plexus is going to do for you is going to be totally different than one that's going to do for somebody else. Because a lot of people sit back and go, I don't really want to talk about Plexus with anybody else because I don't have these amazing results yet. And it doesn't matter what your results are going to be if you have them within a week, if you have your results 3 months from now. My results are different than what my mom got out of it and what all of our friends have gotten out of it. Right. And there's a lot of people out there that have had way bigger health stories than me. So my results on Plexus has nothing to do with anybody else because everybody's different. God has made every single one of us totally different. So I just really want to encourage you guys to not only share this with a few people, a few close friends, because it'll be great for you, because you'll have that accountability, but because I know you have people in your lives that could really, really, really use this. And the thing that keeps people back the most, and this goes for me too, from wanting to share right out the gate, is pride and fear. Fear of what people think about you, and pride thinking, just kind of holding back, oh, I'm not going to do that. But trust me, it is a win-win for you and other people. And I'm not talking about selling. I want to be very, very clear. There is a big difference between what I do with Plexus and what a few of our friends do with Plexus, right, Mom? Right. My mom has a few of her church friends she has quite a few of her church friends who actually take Plexus. You want to talk about just some of them? And
well,
they don't sell.
Right. And, when you first start taking it and then you begin to share what's happened with you or what you have seen, other testimonies, people are going to be interested. And they have a right to know about it just like you did. Carmen started on it and she wasn't going to share with anyone, I don't think, in the beginning. And then she finally shared with me. Well, I was skeptical, but then I decided to go on it. And then I shared with my best friend and she started on it. And so it's really, you're hurting people if you don't share it with them because you don't know what it could do for them. And I do have some friends at church, and one girl, her brother in Texas was taking it and she saw fantastic results. Well, it took her almost 4 months before she saw anything. But then she shared it with her best friend who lived in another state, and now she's taking it and seeing results. So it's just kind of a domino effect, but don't hold back because you're afraid, oh, what will they think of me? I don't want to sell this. Well, no one's asking you to be a salesman. Just share. Just share it.
And it's just with 1 or 2 people. Again,
Yeah.
it's not, and we don't even like to say sell. And going back to the girl that my mom was just talking about. So they had a few of them. It was a brother or sister, and the brother's wife, and then their mom. They were all doing it together. Okay, we're not talking about an army of people, but out of the 4 people, the guy had crazy weight loss, crazy results right away. The wife was just kind of, around 10 pounds. She was feeling better. The mom, she was feeling better. She had some blood sugar issues, but she was feeling better. Weight loss wasn't crazy. And then the sister, she was not seeing anything at all for the first, 3. It took her about 4 months to see anything. She would have fallen off, and now she's excited. She's lost 12 pounds. She's losing inches. Her skin's looking better. She's starting to look great, or looking better, and she's loving it now. But she would have quit long before if she didn't have her brother's results to pull from, and her brother going, stick with it, just stick with it. I'm feeling this. I know it works because look at me. So that's what we're talking about by getting a few people and doing it as a small group, just for accountability. And those are the people that you just kind of share it with, and that's it. It's a win-win. It's a win for you because you'll have the accountability and the support, and it's a win for them because they're going to be getting healthy with you. Okay, number 2, and this is our final one, cost. So let's get real. Okay, Plexus costs money. It's not free. Is it worth it? Absolutely. I pay a little, Triplex is about $125. I pay a little bit more than that because I get some of their other products. Do I think it's worth it? Absolutely. But you know what? I give it to my husband too. He takes the Triplex. Okay, so now we're talking $250 just for the Triplex. And I give the probiotic and a few other things to my kids. So now we're up to around $350. We don't have a money tree in our backyard just for supplements, although I wish we did. And so regardless of if this is worth it or not, it is, there are ways to make it affordable for everybody. We plan on being on this forever. There's no reason. I hope they don't ever go out and visit us.
I have no, nothing in my future says don't take Plexus anymore. I'm in it for the long haul.
I feel amazing, and I'm never gonna stop. So that's just us. But the point is this wasn't for us just a 1 month thing. There's a lot of things that I buy, online or whatever, and it's just a one month purchase or sporadic purchase. If you're going to love this and you're going to buy it consistently, that's going to be a monthly cost, and most people need to budget. Well, there's a few things that you can do. You can cut out, Cokes and bad things. If there's fast food, usually when people start taking the Slim, their cravings for that junk start going away. So you start cutting things out so you can slip this in and replace the bad, get out with the bad, in with the new. Out with the bad, in with the good. And but the other way to do it is, again, to just get a few people on board with you, and that helps with the cost. And even if you don't get all of it paid for, just like 1 or 2 people is gonna help with the cost.
I know one lady, she sets aside so much money a week, puts it in an envelope and sets that aside. That's her Plexus money. And she has, I know she's got at least 3 people under her. And so that offsets her cost. So instead of having to save up $120, she saves up $75 or, a little less than that. So you have to be creative, and getting people, sharing it with people and helping them with their health can help you offset your cost. So it's a win-win situation,
Yeah, and we actually have a few people who live paycheck to paycheck. And so just by sharing it with just a few of their friends has been able to, is the difference between them being able to stay on it and improve their health and them having to just totally get off of it altogether. And we helped them do that. And I mean, but the point is they're not out actively posting on Facebook all the time at all. Some of them don't do it at all.
No.
It was just a matter of having a couple conversations with a few people and helping them, and that was it. So I just want to say this. Don't make a decision based on pride and fear, because that's not where you want to come from. These products are amazing. They are life-changing for a lot of people. And I know everybody who is watching this has at least one or two people that need these products. So don't be scared. Don't come from a place of fear. It's a win-win if you can share this with somebody. I love sharing it. We're full of ideas. If you want to share with somebody and you're just like, I don't know how to do that, get with us. It's easy. We do it all the time. I do it all the time. All the time. But you don't have to. You don't have to be like me. Okay, I just want to throw out one thing. There's a few ways that you can share. Just talk to one or two of your friends. Have a conversation. You have those little slim sticks. Go up and say, hey, I just started this thing called Plexus. I want you to try this. It's a sample of Slim, and I've committed for about 3 to 4 months, and I'd love for you to jump on board with me. Easy. The next is to do a Facebook post. Some of you aren't into Facebook, and that's okay, but this is just an idea. Do one Facebook post, and it's short and sweet, and it's not salesy, and it goes a little something like this, and I can type this up and send it to anybody. I'm excited to start these natural energy supplements. I've heard they help with tummy issues, more energy, sugar cravings, and gut health. I would love to have a friend do this with me. Anyone interested? And that way you're not out there going, I've had all these great results, and you're not selling. You're just saying, hey, I started this. I've heard it helps with this, this, and this. If you're interested, let me know. Maybe some people will be interested and maybe not, but it doesn't hurt to try. And I think that's about it. Okay, so that's it. Our final 2 points were accountability partners and finding ways to carve this out so you can afford it month to month, because we want you to stay on it. It can't be successful if you're not taking your products. Okay, have a great weekend, and this wraps up our week of Plexus. Okay,
Plexus startup.
Yeah, Plexus startup. Okay, have a great week.